Hey folks, Kid here with AMT TV coming at you with one of those yearly reminders. I gotta tell you, I've almost pulled my hair out a few times this week, so I've got to get the knowledge out. Antique dealers go insane when you do this, so please. And when you're doing your research on your items, this is going to help you out quite a bit. So, ages of items: antique, vintage, mid-century, modern, Art Deco, Art Nouveau, retro. We've got to get it straight. 50 years old and older is not antique. 1980s, 1970s, 1960s, 1950s, 1940s, 30s, 20s is not antique. We're close. 1919 is the year right now. Anything 100 years old or older is considered antique. So that gives you 1919. Anything older than 1919, call it antique, call it primitive. I'm happy to hear it. Anything newer than 1919, not antique. So let's get it together now, guys, folks. 1920s was our industrial revolution, our industrial age. And you're looking at Art Nouveau, Art Deco, that kind of things during the 1920s and 30s. You can still call them vintage too, that's fine. Vintage is a very loose term thrown around everywhere. Even the stuff from the 1980s is considered vintage. I know, they're starting to consider me vintage. I don't like it. I got a few gray hairs in here. Matter of fact, this one right here is named Taylor Hamilton. Shh, don't tell her I said that. But anyway, Art Nouveau, Art Deco, 1920s, 1930s. You hit 1940s, you're still in that vintage era. But when you hit 1950s, think about this. A century is 100 years, correct? Half of that is mid-century. Bam! 1950s, mid-century, modern. That's what all that come out. So you're looking Art Deco, Art Nouveau, mid-century, modern. You get into the 60s and the 70s is where you start calling it vintage, retro. You might have some other slang terms you might use, but do not call them antiques because they're not. Okay, so I hope we all got it together. So when it comes to researching your items, this is what's going to help you. If it's 1919 or older, you call it antique. If not, just use the word vintage most of the time. Art Deco, Art Nouveau is going to go to the style design, and so is mid-century modern. That is also going to be the style design to that piece. So when you're researching your own items, using the right terms is going to help you find that item a lot better. Once again, I'm more than happy to help you. I do have to charge for retail appraisals because it does take a lot of my time, and I do thorough research into everything I do. I just don't tell you the number off the top of my head and say, that's good. No, I actually research it. I get the proof. I get the proof in the pudding. Not the pudding pop, but the pudding. And I put it together for you in a nice format. I've had a couple happy customers that have loved my retail evaluations. It comes in a packet, tells you my knowledge, my expertise, and it gives you a picture with your price and a little bit of history with your piece that I know of anyway. You might know more history than I. So I'm happy to do retail evaluations. We are not certified appraisers, so I cannot give you a certified appraisal on your item, which is always going to be a lot more. So there's a huge difference between appraisals and resale retail value. I can give you resale retail value. I just cannot give you a certified appraisal yet. I got to finish my degree in business administration, which is 3 weeks away. Yeah. And then maybe I'll go to appraisal school. We'll see what happens. There's a lot coming up for AMT and Capital City Antique Mall for the next couple years. So we're excited to help you out. Yard sale, garage sale season's coming. You're going to see me out and about, but you got any questions, please call us. Find us on Facebook. That's probably the easiest way. You can send us pictures on Facebook or send me an email at information@amttooele.com. Information@amttooele.com. That is my email. I check it. Happy to help you out and answer any questions you have. If you'd like a retail evaluations, same way, let's set you up a time. I'll come take pictures. We'll handle it all for you. Look, we're here. We're happy to be here. Let's use the knowledge that we have, and let's work all together. Huh? You guys have a great day, and spring's here, baby. It's motorcycle season. Later, guys.